Girl Sailor Moon, aka Usagi Tsukino, aka Serena, whatever you grew up calling her, went through many phases of leveling up, and as her power increased, so did her attacks. Today I'm ranking all of her anime attacks, yep, every single one of them, across the original anime, Crystal, and the Viz era. This ranking is based on which ones I like the most, not the ones that's the strongest, most effective, so don't worry, we're getting right into it, and my number one just might surprise you. Now, some of these attacks have doubles when she performs them with Sailor Chibi Moon. I only counted these as one attack unless otherwise stated. And starting at the very bottom, bringing up the rear at number 17 is the double Sailor Moon kick. I'm going to go ahead and give the disclaimer that if an attack involves Sailor Chibi Moon, then it's probably going to rank very low because y'all know I hate her. But this attack is the downright worst because it wasn't used often, and one time it was used against Fisheye and they missed. Number 16, the Sailor Moon kick. Now this ranked only slightly higher because it's a solo attack, still very much ineffective and very much a waste of our time. 15, Sailor Body Attack, another seldomly used attack. It was simply just Sailor Moon running and throwing her body into someone. Number 14, Cosmic Moon Power. This was used against Pharaoh 90, who was fairly strong, so Sailor Moon was really already at a disadvantage. Needless to say, the attack did not work at all. Number 13, Moon Princess Halation. Yet another attack that was often performed with Sailor Chibi Moon. This attack is used by the Sailor Princesses when they're in their Sailor forms, and I must give credit where it's due. This attack was a solid, and I do mean solid, battle ender. Number 12, the Moon Spiral Heart Attack. Often ineffective, but it looked real cute, y'all, real cute. And something to point out, this is one of the many attacks that no longer worked as the arcs progressed, so it was here for a good time, not a long time. Number 11, Rainbow Moon Heartache. Now this one also has a double attack with Chibi Moon as well, but it was actually one of the more effective attacks. It is a Super Sailor Moon attack, so it's attributed to a stronger Sailor Moon. Number 10, Moon Crisis Power. Only used once in the anime by Super Sailor Moon and Super Sailor Chibi Moon, but this attack was used as a Hail Mary, so I really can't knock it because it did the job when nothing else was working against the Dead Moon Circus. Number 9, Moon Crystal Power. This is mostly a healing and purification power used on Black Lady and to awaken Neo Queen Serenity. It's not destructive, but it's extremely important to who Usagi is and what she believes in. If you're still hanging in there with me, go ahead and give me a thumbs up. We're about halfway through, and I bet you still can't guess what my number 1 is or why. Number 8, Moon Gorgeous Meditation. Yet another damn combo attack, but it played a pivotal role in the fight against the Dead Moon Circus and the Amazon Quartet. Number 7, Starlight Honeymoon Therapy Kiss. Upgrades started coming in when Sailor Moon bumped it up to Eternal Sailor Moon. It was strong, elegant, and it actually worked. There's a double version too, but even solo, it holds its own. Number 6, Silver Moon Crystal Power Kiss. Now, Usagi couldn't destroy Galaxia with this attack, although she definitely did try, bless her heart. But it was powerful enough to destroy Galactica bracelets. Despite being a healing attack, it did have offensive abilities as well. Number 5, Moon Tiara Stardust. Technically, this was Sailor Moon's first healing attack. It was only used once, and it was the exact same as the Moon Tiara action, except Moon Tiara Stardust would rotate above the enemy in a circle. So for it to have only been used once and it worked as intended, it has 100% hit rate, and that lands it in the top 5. Number 4, Cosmic Moon Power Moon Healing Escalation. This was the second and most iconic healing attack Sailor Moon ever used. Even her mama, Queen Serenity, pulled this one out, so you already know it's legit. This move didn't just heal one person, it healed whole crowds, including some folks who honestly probably didn't even deserve redemption. But Usagi said everybody gets a chance. She believes she can save everybody without leaving anybody behind. And that brings us to the top 3, y'all. Have y'all figured it out yet? Number 3 is the Moon Tiara action, her first primary attack, so it's one that we all know and love. Now, effectiveness was hit or miss, but no matter who she was up against, baby, she was gonna throw that thing. She was gonna have that tiara spinning every time. Number 2, Moon Prism Power. Now you might be wondering how an attack that was only used once is ranked so high. Well, you're in for a surprise because it's not the only one. But Moon Prism Power was used to defeat Queen Beryl, but it killed Sailor Moon and the Sailor Scouts. It responded to Usagi's wish for a regular life, so it revived them and memory wiped them. And it's heavily implied to be Usagi's ultimate attack in her first form, as well as a suicide attack. Now, we get to another one-time attack, but undoubtedly my favorite, the number 1, Supersonic Waves. This one appears so fast in the anime that if you blinked, you might have missed it. Technically, it was used as a double attack later in the show, but Sailor Moon only used it by herself once. It's an attack that comes from her literally crying and panicking. So I was a child that cried pretty easily about everything, and that's one of the things that hooked me to Sailor Moon, was that she was a crybaby too, just like me. So it's empowering to see her use something that people teased her about, and I got teased about it too, as a superpower. I know this is probably not the ranking you expected, but y'all should expect the unexpected with me. To be fair though, if I have to give a number 1 attack based on which attack was her most effective and her strongest, it would definitely have to still be Supersonic Waves. Just kidding though. I would have to say one that wasn't listed because it's actually not an attack directly, and that's the Silver Crystal. So across the entire series of Sailor Moon, the Silver Crystal is the true source of Usagi's God tier power. It powers Moon Prism Power, Moon Crystal Power, Cosmic Moon Power, Silver Moon Crystal Power Kiss, and ultimately Eternal Sailor Moon. It's so strong that it can destroy entire villains, Queen Beryl, Wise Man, Nehelania, purify corrupted souls, resurrect the dead, rewrite reality, reset timelines, and even grant wishes at the cost of the user's life. That's why Queen Serenity sealed it. So now, I want to know what you think about all of this, okay? Comment your favorite Sailor Moon attack and why, but I bet your number 1 does not beat mine. Every first Monday of the month is now Moony Monday. So drop whatever topics you want me to cover when it comes to Sailor Moon, and I'll make sure they make it into the series. For now, go check out the rest of my Sailor Moon content here, and don't forget to subscribe. When one arc ends, another one begins. See you next time.